Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Barcast TV and to another Supreme Straits tutorial. I'm Barcast TV and I'm joined by a special guest, IndaClub. Welcome.
Hi, Barcast. Thank you very much for having me here.
Bro, I'm really excited that you're here and thanks for showing up. Actually, this is the first time we had a chance to talk on Discord, so it's a great chance to meet you.
Yeah, same for me. I mean, we have been speaking a lot in the last month, so yeah, pretty. Let's say happy to be able to collaborate with you in this video.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah, yeah. So let's get into it. We have a couple of topics we're going to talk about. I can rattle them off here. It's going to be um, Supreme Straight's front position. So we're going to cover these two spawns here. IndaClub, do you want to go over like the couple of topics we're going to go through in the order?
Yes, I mean, first of all, I wanted to speak about the consideration of a spawn, right? As you First of all, on this replay, we are going to focus on my position. So this is going like the suicide spot. Why is called suicide? Because you are close to the water, right? And you are really exposed, as you can see from the sea. And you are the first man that is going to die if the enemy is going to push, most likely, right? So this is like a really, let's say, this is one of the weakness of the position, right? And one of the consideration you need to have. You are going to be the front line. You are going to be the first guy that is going to receive all the enemy team because in this map, as you know, is a choke point. So you are going to be facing 4 people here most of the time. It's Pond, it's enemy Shio, right? And the both guys in the front can be facing you. Of course, you're not going to be alone, right? You're going to have your pawn player, that is, in this case, if Ender OS, helping you. And you're going to have Megatron, that the brown player below you, also sending units early on at least, right? So this is kind of going to be a 3v3, right? So this is like a main consideration of this position, but you need to know that this position has one wildcard, right? That you depend from your She or C player. So in this case, it's yellow player, right? That is on the left, right? So if the She or C player, in this case Chrono, dies, you are pretty much, let's say, not say dead, but you are really complicated, right? Because if you lost that C, enemy C player, even knowing that you are playing there, is going to send ships, is going to start sending destroyers, is going to wreck your base, and you're going to be like really, let's say, crippled, right? At this point, and he also can harass all your 4.3 mexes, right? So as you can see in the middle there, you have 4.3 mexes that are really strong to get early on. So C can deny those mexes and one of your mexes in your base. So you're going to be like really dead back, right? So this is something important. You need to make sure you have a strong player on C that can be able to contest, right? The C, and is going to try to at least fight the C for a while until you are stronger and you can try to fight back the C, right? So we already covered like the weaknesses of the position, right? Why you are in the front, yeah, we know. But what about the strengths? Why this position is really good, right? Because as you can see mid, you have like 1.3k metal reclaiming rocks, right? In all the middle area. So this is huge early on. If you can manage, it's even more, right? It's 1.5k. If you can manage to secure that early on, you're going to have a huge lead against the enemy frontline player, right?
Yeah, that's
So yeah,
well. I was gonna say that's something I think most players know, and it's well, you're supposed to contest this medal, but something I'm confused about myself. I'm hoping we can cover this is like how fast you're supposed to maybe get a res bot out, or just even start walking your commander towards this location. So it's gonna be good to learn that. Covered strengths and weaknesses. The objectives have you kind of gotten into that or?
yeah, the objective here, your main objective, I mean, the first one, and in most of the, let's say, positions, is going to be not to die early. I seen this spot dying early to 3 blitzes because people is not used to playing, let's say, small team games, right? So don't die early, as Barkas is typing right now, right? 3 blitzes there can destroy your whole base, so you maybe put an LLT, have some grunts ready, right? And my personal preference also in this position is to play Cortex because grunts are greater at playing and fighting for the mid reclaim than grunts or scouts, right? Like ticks. So yeah, your main objective is not to die. don't die early, right? Try to hold, try to pork, try to be alive. You are the main, let's say, the first, let's say, player they are going to face, so you don't want to open the position for your enemies. The second thing you can consider is to try to secure mid. This means the reclaim. Try to go there, try to pork, try to at least contest it, right? Secure or contest, I will say. Most of the time, people is going to also fight for the mid rocks. So they also what is really bad if your enemy player is going to reclaim all the rocks, right? That is really bad because it's again 1.5k metal is like 15 rocket bots you are going to be facing in your face while you are just printing one, right? So it's really hard. It snowballs a lot. So you are going to probably need help from your team, right? So yeah, this is like your main objective. And finally, let's say the third objective is going to be leak to your opponent, kill your opponent, right? Try to sneak some grunts by, try to sneak some scouts, try to generate value by killing mexes, by killing winds, right? In the enemy position. Leak, try to harass. Yeah, this is like the first thing you want to do. And of course, later in the game, you want to support any frontline initiative, any push. You want to be there helping most of the time. I've seen a lot of people that when playing this spot I am playing right now, they just chill after the enemy the Shio secures mid with T2 and pork, right, and defensive structures. And they just start capping mexes, T2 mexes, they go for fusions. No, you want to be like always ready to see what your team is going to be doing in this spot and be ready to send units forward all the time, right? So it's great to communicate, right? Like say, okay, I'm going to be without, I'm going to work my eco for 2 to 3 minutes, right? Communicate, right? Try to see what your team is going to do. So that's pretty much it, the Septics Barcast.
Okay, so that was 4, right? We have what? Don't die, secure mid, maybe harass, leak. You know, you're looking for eco damage, wind turbine, stuff to that effect, and then after all of it is kind of maybe settled down or something. Like you have a moment to breathe. Just type to your teammates or take a look around for a moment, see where they're at. And I kind of wanted to follow up on one of the things you said, or like, yeah, after this early game. Of course, these people on the back have had access to more metal and like a chance to eco a little harder. Like at any point, do you really have to just start ecoing to kind of catch up to their and let them take over pressuring in some regards, or are you? I know you kind of touched on that. You're always like you always need to have units, right? But I'm wondering, that's like, at what point do you really start committing to ecoing over your opponent?
This is a really good point, Barkas, and it's also going to open up the next topic I wanted to cover, right? That, well, it's topic number 4 in our list, but it's the different styles to play the position. So this is going to entirely depend on how you like to play, right? Some people like to just settle middle, do a lot of defenses, and work their eco, right? So work, let's say, start building fusions. They are on the same spot. This is something that is really common. Some people also goes a step ahead and just go to the backline, right, to the where orange is at the moment, and start building nanos and going for aphysis, right. So in the backline, just send one T1 con, yeah, a T2 con when you get it, and just start echo in there, right? Spamming advanced fusions, etc. I don't like this style. This is not my way of playing. So yeah, you know that this is also effective. This can work also, especially if the game goes even longer. But what I like to do is to try to suppress the enemy in mid with presence, right? To keep pushing forward, right? To keep reclaiming and to keep building fusions most of the time, right? And try to always spam units, always be ready, fins, sumos in T2 stage. You can also transition to mammoths and even T3 in the front, right, if you want. So this is really important to know because I know that some people is passive because you already know them and you can abuse echoing a bit, right? But you want to always have your playstyle and know how you want to play, right? My goal usually in this spot is try to kill the enemy as fast as I can. So I'm not going to be like saying, okay, I'm going to be ecoing. When I have the spot, I have the metal to eco, as we are going to see in this replay, I try to scale, right? But I scale while printing units, while going forward, while pressuring the enemy. right? That this is most likely how most of the small team games are, right? Barcast, you don't have the time to go full eco and AFK in your units, so I like to play it similar way.
Some kind of hybrid between the two.
Yes,
I think that's
yes.
maybe just the hallmark of some of these better, higher OS players. It's like you have to know where you're at 90% of the game to kind of split the difference between making army and ecoing. Or like,
Mhm.
right. So I think that was a good way or a good chance to maybe start the replay, and then as we finish up the
Sure.
two we're gonna look at today, we can answer those earlier questions in the build order analysis. Kind of maybe recap. So already interesting enough, I see the commander spawn is here. I was maybe
Yeah.
making the mistake of spawning here, so it's interesting. Yeah, we're just getting closer to the metal reclaim, I'm assuming.
Most of the time I also, as you see, share me wines. I ask for 2 or 3 wines because it's improved my strat a lot. So this is the really aggressive mid take, right? Now I think no one say share me any wines so far, right? But this is the really aggressive take. So I go 2 wines, right? And in case they, as you can see, team is not sharing me wines here, right? So I am alone. So this is why I also like to use this replay. In my factory I have a really specific build order, right? That is one resbot. If you want to pause here to discuss a bit, it's going to be great, right? Because it's a lot of things going on. So yes, I open one resbot into 3 grunts that are going to support that resbot, into another resbot, into a lot, I think it's like 10 grounds, and then I go a third resbot, and then I start printing the cons, right? And then I just print grunts after that. Sorry, print rocket bots. So after it's one rest bot, 3 grunts, one rest bot, like 10 grunts. Finally, a third rest bot that is going to be reclaiming mid. All of this is because you want to soak it fast, and then I scale my build power. So this is one of the styles of play the position. Some people like to go forward with the commander earlier. I just rely on my grunts early on. Yeah.
That's great. Maybe you can type up a little build order notepad or something for the two separate replays we're going to be looking at. I can link that to people in the
Sure, sure,
description.
sure. Sure. Awesome. Yes, I will do it. So yeah, here I am. As the factory has a bit of downside, right? I am printing a wine, as you know, and I am reclaiming. And this bot usually goes straight, right? I usually soak a bit the trees with the commander there also, and then I just go for the reclaim with the first grants. And my 3 grants goes to defend the mid. Usually I try to go for a leak here if I know the frontline guys are low OS, but I knew that Crocs likes to play the frontline, so I'm not going to risk me reclaim for trying to do a raid, right? So I wasn't sure what he was doing, so I just secured mid with the grants. Second resbot going to do the same, right? It's going to keep soaking the rocks. They are already pointing, right? The enemy team is pointing that I am already reclaiming, as you see, because they see the rocks disappear. And yeah, that's then the grants. I send 1 grant to leak, as you can see, right? But the other 2 are defending the rest spots. So this guy is going to be harassing.
That's a great.
Right?
I mean, 2 kills is great. Like, I'm assuming
Yeah,
maybe it gets more even. Like this grunt isn't in position. Does he cut you off?
I think he, yeah. But anyway, it's huge, right? It's denying a lot of metal from an
Yeah,
enemy
that's
player.
huge.
Again, and you can also do the same on the other side, on the left side. But I like to do that when I have wind support from my teams, right? So I can print grants earlier.
Runs faster. Yeah.
So as you see, I am just securing mid, right, with a lot of grants. As you know, this line of grant is really a pain to deal with early on. So you need to have similar numbers to fight, or they're just going to fit me.
Man, you got
I
like
am,
all the metal. Jeez.
yes, I am just reset it in Metcalf. Right? First, if you want to pause here, this is key also. This is important. Okay, what I like to do, right, again, the first constructor, that is the one on the left, that is already building the mechs, that guy goes for mechs and spam wins behind.
So you made
Right?
2 LLTs here as well, and
Yeah, this is the second guy. The second guy is going to print a nano, 3 LLTs, and an anti-air tower. Why are you saying why the LLTs and the anti-air tower? This spot even especially when you are a high OS player, right, gets super focused, right, by commanders walking out the water and trying to dig on your shit. You also get airdrops, right, with transport and trying to dig on your lab and breaking your base, right, because they know that if you shut you down early, it's great for them because they are just resetting a high OS player, right, that is going to take a while for you to recover, right? So this is why I like to put 3 LLTs at least. Usually works because the commander is really slow walking out of the water. So they start shooting and you can just use 5 grunts, right? When you react to just surround it a bit and you're going to kill it and he's going to feed you most of the time, right? And this is also why I have the lab placement, as you can see, right? I am really far away from C. I don't want to be harassed from C, right?
That's just so much great information. Do destroyers touch this lab as well? Because that's something I've had in my own games is losing my
No,
lab to destroyers.
I think they cannot. They can kill the nano there, but not sure if they can kill the nano neither. That I am building at the moment. They just reach most of the things, but this is why I also don't build any wines right here. I go for the wines behind.
Yeah, SimCity is super important in this game, so this is all good stuff for the front line.
Mhm.
So I guess you just come back here with the res bots and start grabbing all these wins.
Yeah,
Energy.
I go for the trees. Yes, I go for the trees, and once my third con is done, I start walking forward with the commander. Some people here different styles. Some people like to send a construction forward. That is also great. I am all in aggression and I go all rocket bots, right? So after the nano is built, my commander is going to be walking, right? So as you can see, I am fully metal again, right? And they are just on low metal as because they couldn't reclaim anything, right? Here, one thing to consider is my teammate played really good. He went aggressive with the commander. He built a dragon claw, right? And he's bringing a janus. So this is great support, I will say, right? Because if your teammate here is slower, you're going to be alone against 2 guys, as you are seeing, right? If imagine this guy is, let's say, 1 minute delayed, I'm going to be alone facing the LLTs and the commanders pushing me, right? And the unit choice here is important, Barkas, also. Rocket bots are really great here because it's kind of a choke, and you can prevent the commanders walking forward with the rocket bots, right? You're going to be just harassing the commanders, so creeping LLTs, right? So yeah, this is great early on. And the grunts are going to be here in case I find the opportunity for a leak.
I was thinking even though the grunts are great at defending these aggravators, if a bunch of grunts or ticks, you try and press forward through these aggravators, you can defend them really well. But yeah, watching for leaks or opportunities. Say you cleared this turret here and this commander was on the right side. I mean, you could just slip these grunts right through.
Yes,
So,
100%.
Interesting.
Yes, this is an idea. It's also I always have it. So yes. So yeah, mechs forward, right, with LLTs and a radar usually. As you can see, he was faster than me, right, to beat this position. So I see the LLT and I have the gravators there, right? So gravators are going to start
that's fantastic.
killing the
It's
LLTs.
like just finished and there's already rocket bots there.
Yeah, so he doesn't stand a chance. He's even bringing Armada Arty is bad, right? As you know, it's not really great. So I can just destroy all the LLTs. This is my main objective, to secure the mechs.
So let me ask you a question here. What about this rocket fall off? Can you speak to that for a minute? If you know maybe the more technical parts of that, do you ever abuse it or like shoot outside of the range?
Yeah, this is when they are going to be shooting outside of the range, right?
Right.
Yeah, this happens a lot, and this is something that is great. If you have, let's say, the rocket bot, you want to spread them, and I like to focus the middle with set target, right? So the fall off usually works. So this is once you have a lot of rocket bots, it's even greater, right? Because they try to shoot where the enemy unit is moving, and if the enemy unit is moving backwards, the rocket is going to go even farther, right? So this is great. This is, let's say, it's a common mechanic that works, and even works differently in hills, right? So if there is a hill, some rockets like go past the hill and fall like really behind, right? The hill, that happens a lot. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
No worries. Yeah, I am focusing the LLTs.
So what is this control against the RD? You're just dodging those shots, or repairing through them, or?
Yeah, usually yes, but usually here I like to focus in fortifying the position first with LLTs, as you are saying, and then I start repairing, right? Art is not. I knew I was facing Armada Arty, so Armada Arty is not great. So I don't. As you see, it's doing nothing to the
Yeah,
rocket
just
bots, right?
face
So
tanking
I
them.
just face tanking them, and I like to spread them and F key, right? Go forward, right? Trying to spread them
Yeah,
as
the
much as
fight
I
move.
can.
Yeah.
The fight command, right? As you see, they are hitting the stout really hard. So the idea here is to just make him back away from the 4.3 mechs and then focus on my opponent. This is what I actually like to do, right? Because you cannot overcommit with rocket bots. They are not a raiding unit, as you know, right?
Do 20
So yeah,
aggravators into 13 grunts?
yeah,
25 grunts?
yeah. Then I start queuing more, but yeah, it's like grunt spam after that. Then I just use right the line to focus the player on the right, because again you cannot go forward only with the rocket bots because you are going to get flanked. As you know, the rocket bots are not really great at retreating, right? Like grunts. So grunts are going to try to pressure for a leak, while I am fighting the other guy, the Crocs guy.
That's great, man. This is all really good stuff here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want to push them out of the 4.3 mexis, both of them. Okay, rocket hovers helping me here, I will say. Not a great unit to do what my teammate is doing, right? But anyway, it's great at least. God, I hate this. Yeah, Crocs is complaining about my amount of rocket bots. Anyway, he got a lot of rocket bots, also, as you can see.
Right.
But mainly because he probably receives a bit of metal from his teammate. Because as you check, yeah, he's also sending. He has like 20, like me, right? He has a lot. Yeah. Anything you want to cover here?
Yeah, it looks like. Oh, that's Crocs. I saw this sharing metal. AXE64 is the teching player, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. He sent to the teching player. This is common meta in Stride. So after you're winning, you want to send metal to the techer, right? To the Shio player. But once grunts, this is just a distraction. I'm probably not going to accomplish anything, but I want to push the tanks backwards to focus on purple. Right? I want to kill purple. So it's just to bait him behind while I pork, right? With LLTs, as you are seeing, and take the mechs. Was just a distraction. Just to bait him go back, and so I can take this position and solidify with the commander and LLTs, and I focus on the purple guy.
That's great. Denying this 4.3 max is huge.
Yeah. On my base, if you check in my base at the moment, I am once I finish the rocket bots and start printing grunts, I go for the Shio here with an extra nano, right? As energy start to become an issue afterwards, right? So just grunts on the factory, right? And these guys massing wins behind, right? So I work on the Shio and then do some converters and a nano, and I try to most of the time try to kill, but if in case I can't, I go for a transition. So yeah, here, if you want to fast forward a bit to 2, because most likely we already covered the main part, right? So yeah, we are harassing with the rocket bots, trying to solidify the position and make them uncomfortable there. Grunts are there. I think in a few moments I leak on the left with the grunts, right? I am losing a lot of rockets, right? They have a lot of stuff. So yeah, this is the leak. So if you want to slow down a bit, I think I managed to leak. Yes, I managed to leak. This is huge. This is why having the frontline open is really important, right? Because it enables this kind of plays. So I am pressuring them so much that they are so behind, so like in the choke points, that I can just try to leak because they are focusing my rockets, right?
Yeah, this is great damage. Is this Mauser going to get any shots off? Oh, that's just a Dragon's Teeth and a Sentry Turret.
Yes, it's a Dragon Teeth or it's a Dragon Teeth. So yeah, yes, here I try to micro my grunts. I leave some of them to kill the shield, yes. And yeah, this is huge damage.
Great damage, yeah.
Yeah, this is huge. right? I mean, this can happen a lot if the front line is open. So this is why I want to try to show the players that in front that they can carry also from the front line, right? They can try to go for a leak. I kill the T2 lab and I move forward to the. I think it was. No, I wanted to make sure Shio was dead. Shio is a key position in this map. So I wanted to make sure that this guy was dead, right? By killing like all his wins. Yeah, and all his wins. The placement was OP. So if you go back to my base while we finish the leak, I am building a T2, as you see. This is when I am winning. I like to do this when I am winning, and it's more part of the mid game strategy, right? As I don't want to make my Shio player, right, to send me T2. Because he's probably busy building units. So I had the metal and I said, okay, I'm going to reclaim the lab and I'm going to build a T2, right? I asked for metal even, right? As you're seeing. Yeah. So if you can fast forward again if you want, because this is more of the mid-game stuff. Mainly here, focus on my base, I would say, what I am doing. Yeah. So I receive a T2. Right, so I'm going to use it, let's say, but I am reclaiming the T2 lab, and I'm going to finish this. I'm going to pop another T2 and some twitchers. Right, this is what I like to do, and go cap the forward mexes, the big ones. Right.
And that's pretty greedy, but I like that. I mean, you gotta get economically ahead of the other two frontline players somehow. So
yeah, why did I do this? Because I already killed their Shio, right, with the raid. Otherwise I might be hesitating to do this. But this is great also, because usually the con you receive is Armada con, right? Because the Shio player usually plays Armada, right, in the current meta. So he played Cortex, not sure why he went Cortex, well, it's fine also. But yeah, I was trying to scale my E, as you see, with some advanced solars, trying to cap everything, but I am starving in E at the moment, right? So I was trying to do some advanced solars to balance my economy. And I'm going to say one key play here that I think it didn't happen in this game, right? But I wanted to also cover it. That it was mainly that you can put a Cerberus, right? A Cerberus on the Shio spot. So what I do here is one T2 con, 2 Twitchers. I reclaim the T2 lab with the storage, and I put the Cerberus. So I have all the metal to print the Cerberus, right? So this is like a panic button kind of thing that you can do, and you can also ask your teammate to help building it, right? The commanders, etc. Because the Cerberus is going to lock down middle for sure to whatever T2 aggression is coming most of the time. Right?
This is all really good stuff, man. Oh, I was gonna I was gonna ask, how does your thought process change here if you didn't get the leak and eliminate the Geo player? I think you kind of touched on that, but you wouldn't go T2. Is that what you said? If that hadn't happened,
I think I will first solidify the position a bit more with probably building sometimes Dragon Moth, right? Dragon Moth. Maybe some people like to build a Gauntlet, right? How do you call the Punisher, the long range area control battery, the T1 battery, right? Some people like to build that before going T2, right? Not that one, the other one, the T1 one, right? I don't know how it was called. Yes, the agitator, right? That is great if you can build it there, close to your Shio. If you go even farther, better. But if you're in the middle, it's fine, right? To have that to stabilize the front. But if you are seeing, right, if I build this kind of turret, I probably won't have the grunts for a run by, right, earlier. Right, so this is going to depend. Most of the time I want to fall back. What I do is if enemy has a stronger Shio than me, you need to surrender mid. So this is going to be gone, and you want to make sure to contest them in your base, right? So you can use a cloak, a Shammer, right? Shammer device and go for a combo. You can use an agitator and dragon claws. You need to hold, but your team is going to be needed, right? If you are facing a really good Shio player, as you can see, right, harassing me, killing the mexes, killing the LTs. This is something you need to consider about this position most of the time, right? So yeah, I am just balancing my economy with advanced solars, a lot of advanced solars. I am pressuring front with grunts, right, with my team. They called GG already, but it wasn't. Yes, I remember I was like really really sorry. My teammate gave me 5 Sheldons there, so I am pressuring. I was asking my teammates here, I think, to kill the Cerberus,
Oh, I
but
see. He's got a Cerberus up here. Oh, okay.
yes, so I was like really angry when this happened because we had the pressure. They just let them build the Cerberus, right? I was like really angry. Say, come on, guys, we are winning. I kill one guy. Say, why? I say, why, right? You really? Holy fuck, Shio, what the fuck? I say, right? I mean, we needed some things there from Shio player to just destroy Crocs, right? No, just kill that position and then we chill if you want. But yeah, they release the pressure a bit. Grunts are not really good at pushing what they had, so I went for a. I went back here. I kept the Mexis as you see, right? And if you check me, I am at 71 metal per second. If you check the statistics, right? I see I should be one of the most. Yeah, I am on almost same metal as the back spots because I am getting the OP Mexis, right? The mid ones. Yeah. Here I try to break the Cerberus with fins. I want to try to kill it so bad, right? I am the only one trying to do it, as you see. My team is a bit of AFK here, but yeah, I just going to get a lot of fins and try it again. Yeah, I just asked my Shio guys to do fins, not to do Sheldons. Sheldons can't do, as you know, right? Sheldons can't do anything against Cerberus. They are going to be destroyed. Yeah. So this is a good way to see how to follow up. This is the aggression level, right? I am fin spamming. I want to end the game, right? I am printing a fusion, right? They are behind. And if you check here, if you go to 1 speed here, yes, and I pause, yeah. I built the fusion, and I did not build an advanced Shio, as you are seeing. Because advanced Shio there is like a nuke in my base if they blew it, right? I lost everything, so I am in a winning position already. I am building an anti-nuke, I am building a fusion, right? I am printing, I reclaim my lab, as you see, right? Because I have a Twitcher. Twitcher is building the fins. So I am using the metal to try to scale while I am putting pressure with the fins in the front. And I have a lot of fins, so they need to be really aware that I have a lot of fins, right? So, I mean, they are aware that I have a lot of fins, so they are under constant pressure of me trying to charge forward, right? So this is a key moment here because I remember that my partner bombed the Shio, the Cerberus with advanced bomber. This is a really good play by him, I would say. A really clutch play because otherwise we are going to be going to stalemate here. So I say, okay, go. We kill the Cerberus, right? And as the Cerberus is gone, we have like full control of mid again, and we can just run by, etc. I just need to group fins and go forward now. Yeah. I just drop a lab. Why did I drop a T1 lab to print resbots, right? I want to have resbot to reclaim all that. And also to rest my T2 Mexis, right? Something I didn't do this game, but sometimes it works, is to build a Sabot battery, right? A T2 pop-up there on near the shore to prevent enemy ships to come and harass you there. Yeah. But as my teammate Yellow was doing good, I didn't need to do it, right?
I think I know we can blast through the rest of this replay, but I mean the stuff we've covered so far has been pretty huge, and I'll link in the description. Y'all can download the replays to these particular games, so be sure to download them and study them if you like. I think.
Yeah, I mean, how it finished is I asked my team to send me metal, and I went T3 there in the front. T3 into demons. So yeah, that's it. I mean, if you want to, and then demons just roll mid over, and that's it. It's GG.
It looks like GG, to be honest, right here. Like, I think this is like.
Yeah.
Looks really good for y'all. Yeah.
It was like the final blow, but Marauders are going to the sea, as you see on the left sea. Emre, my teammate, is sending Marauders, so this is going to be a problem for our team also. So yeah, this is why it goes a little bit longer, right? I need to went it free, etc. Right? But again, you're looking me in the map, right? The pressure is constant, right? I am sending units forward all the time, so this is something that can also be done. So yeah, perfect.
Yeah, it was a lot of stages of that play. That was pretty cool to see the like the early game and all the transitions. It was very well thought out.
Yeah, and on this replay and the next one, I am playing the other spot. right? Like the sidekick spot. Going to cover it quick, right? So we are not making this video really long. And it's a short replay, right? Because it's stomp, but it's also a really nice replay to point out one mistake that a lot of people like to do. And I think against a good player, we are going to get destroyed as it happened here.
So like Club was saying, he spawns in the second front location.
Yes.
So there's two. What did you call it? Suicide and then sidekick.
Sidekick, yes. Yes. So I am with a really good player, CTA Apex. So I know I have a good sidekick there. So I like to help middle first. This build is more standard. This is more like the more intuitive way of playing. 2 max, 1 win, max, right? And here you want to go vehicles most of the time because you want this vehicle pressure. You can go bots also, but your teammate is already going to be bots most of the time. What green went? It was bots, I think. Green went. Armada bots is not really like optimal for me because grunts can counter you really hard mid if the enemy player did what I did. What I did last replay. So yeah, and here I think I went. It's 1 scout, 3 blitzes, 3 cons into janus and mediums, if I remember well what I like to do. 2 cons, sorry. I am always switching this build order. I need to be honest to you. I always switch what to do here. I mean, I have like a different opening, but yeah, let's cover this one. If you go to the middle of the map, check top dog. This is a common mistake a lot of people like to do. Like just push forward, get the OP exit, but as you see, your base is open, wide open, right? So you can just go around the LLTs and destroy all the base and have a huge leak because his lab is going to be. I saw this, right? With the rover. What I already mentioned. What is he doing, right? So yeah, his lab is really delayed. Yeah, he's going to be close to all the reclaim, right? But I have the blitzes and he has 0 units at the moment, right? Apex is also pushing forward, so that lab has huge risk of being comboed. So you're going back to the build. I have like 3 blitzes, 1 con. First con goes forward. I like to do that. And second con goes for a nano and then wins. Yeah, my lab is idle there because I am doing a play. I think I should have Q another con and then third con, yes. And the blitzes are trying to pressure me, right? And yeah, this guy is going to just run over the lab. This is what I was telling to him, I think, right? Get radar, please. And yeah, Apex is just going to say, hello, I'm going to blow your lab, and this is why this is a really bad play. Even he has 2 LLTs. I asked him, can you blow, right? So this is a good example of showing how you shouldn't. I mean, top dog is a really good player. I mean, but this strat is not optimal here, right? In this position, you can do it, but you need to have support for your team to do this. Yeah, he just go there. He's going to just sell D and yeah, OP, and I just printing Januses. On repeat that 2 mediums, 1 Janus on repeat, and going forward with the commander, right? I'm not sure why I view there, but yeah, I was watching the action here.
Yeah, and yeah, I just great trade.
Great trade, no base. I just going to try to kill the LTs, but yeah, I was a bit rushing in. I wanted to kill the mechs, so yeah, and then I am just sending all forward. But yeah, this build is actually pretty straightforward. Barcast. Mediums.
This seems solid. Channels. Yeah. I like it. I like the open. It's more standard, air quotes, right? Maybe.
And also check the amount of vines I am building. And I think I asked for a respot. Yes, I asked for a respot there for that guy. So I have the huge energy income, and I build just limited amount of vines, as you are seeing, right? And it's just scaling build power now.
I love this.
I'm going to be
games, 1 Janus, 1 con on repeat.
Yeah. No, the cons I are just doing it, let's say, from time to time.
I see.
Because I want to have the metal, because sometimes you need to send the metal to the back player, to happiness in this case. Right here I am just clearing everything, right? So this replay has less use, but it's great to point this mistake that top dog made. Even the red player is coming here.
It's a great recovery, honestly. A good attempt to recover this. Oh, he's going for the lab here. I think he.
Yeah, that was a bit also greedy, I would say.
Yeah.
And the Glass is saying, walking to him with gum, right? They were reclaiming. I was trying to pressure forward, building the mexes. We are just pressuring. They have zero control of mid, as you see, right? Again, this is just using all my metal. I have 3 cons there because I know I'm going to be reclaiming soon.
Can you talk
Right, I am
about your
reclaiming.
Can you talk about this like vehicle micro? Like when you have this
Yes,
like a little ball of Janus and tanks.
you want to engage diagonally. This is a mistake on me. One Digan, only one Digan is fine anyway. But you want to engage the commander diagonally. You never want to, yes, like that. You never want all like that. Yeah, this is Janus trade. Yeah. So and then you want to repair your units all the time, especially the lower ones, so they can alpha strike again and live one more time. So yeah, again, I know Glass is low. He's not going to contest me because he's low. He received 2 Janus shots, and yeah, I see the lab and I say, okay, I think I did not degun it. I just wanted the wreck here, so I just blow it.
No, that's
Right?
smart. I think a lot of players kind of. Oh
Oh,
goodness, overkill.
it blow. Yeah, I overkill because of mostly Janus shot, but yeah, they are gone, right? They don't have front. And here it's really a risk for me to go to the left because Glass commander is there. So he might be doing some kind of play. So I was okay, let's go kill this position, get all mid control, and then we try to roll. Right.
That's
I think on my live I switched to blitzes, I think, or no. I should have already switched to no. Probably later. Yeah, you were going to say something. Sorry.
no. This is just a great standard way to play this maybe support position for the true front player.
Yeah.
The suicide spot here.
And you, as you can see, the Mausers are coming, but everything is destroyed already. So Mausers are not going to be doing much here.
Yeah, I think
And
Psycho just 30 grunts would be perfect right now. You just
yeah. I mean, I just needed pawns from Apex. Apex was still building rocket bots. Not sure why. Right? I mean, front is open. Just imagine him starting to bring grunts earlier. That was game actually. And if my Shio player instead of doing Mauser, he should be doing like showers. We are already on game, right? I think I asked him to change to showers. Showers, yeah, right? Because Mauser doesn't make any sense here. I mean, it's all open. You want to raid.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's pretty. Yeah.
Jaguars are so good. Like they even have that little anti-air, and they're so fast. It's just a great stable T2 unit to spam and kind of transitioning to that like full T2 stage. Jaguars are super strong.
Mhm. And that's pretty much it. I think we just roll them over from here. Yeah, they resign. Yeah. But again, you can carry from the front end, you can do some plays. Here the main mistake was the lab being blow in mid, right? An Apex trading commander, that was really smart. And then we just snowball. We have the reclaim, we have the 2 commanders wreckage, right? So it's just a snowball.
That's great. I think there's a lot to learn, a lot to study from these replays. So, once again, I'll put them in the description. You guys can download those for yourselves. Club, is there anything you kind of like to say to close this episode out?
Oh, I mean, pretty much it. I think we covered everything. Thank you very much, Barcast, for giving me the opportunity to be here explaining a bit about the Frontline straight. And yeah, looking forward to collaborate with you in any kind of future video if the opportunity comes. Hopefully more people subscribe and is interested in this kind of guides, and we can keep doing more if you're okay with it.
Oh, absolutely, man. I'm really happy we got a chance to talk this morning. I've been looking forward to it and looking forward to meeting you too. So yeah, thanks for coming on and hope to do this again soon.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.